Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the challenge field. We're giving you all some time to get in here for this lovely second individual community challenge on Friday of Can You Survive District 13. Wow, I can't believe it is Friday already, and we have still so much game left to play, but by tomorrow we will be close to knowing or crowning our winner of Can You Survive District 13, which is crazy to me. So I find it exciting because there's still so much gameplay. So make sure you stay tuned and stick with us throughout the day because you're not going to want to miss any moment that we have coming up here. So hi everyone, come on in. Making sure all of my settings are good. Let's go to my end. We got some players. They're getting some quick water before we dive into this next challenge. So just wanted to give you all some time to come in and get ready, get your seats, get your snacks. Let's go over and see what the players are up to while we wait to begin this challenge. So what we got going on over here? Some words. We have Nick.
Thank you for watching. I hope you're doing good. I miss you so much. Love you. Doing this for you.
Great words. Where's the camera? Let's see if any of our other players have anything they would like to say.
This photo or live stream?
Live stream.
Oh, hi y'all.
We're just out here. Don't stop on my account.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, well, like I
Lots of talking.
Maybe just. This is a lot. Yeah. With what stream? I'm not like a thrower. And you just knock the balls out. I can try. I don't think I understand the challenge.
Anyways, I think they're gonna ask us to if we be pairs.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind pairing up with you.
Fantastic. You're the best puzzler
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Amazing. Okay.
But I
If
don't
we
think
get
we'll-
Lots of fun talks here. We got Phil.
Howdy, fam. What's going on? Am I just talking? You're live? Oh my gosh. If my friends are watching right now, or my impact staff, or any of my community, it's so great to see y'all. Thanks for joining. Keep cheering me on. Be those sponsors that are like hyping me up. So excited to still be here.
Amazing. And we've got Renee, Leo, and Jess. Just talking. Lots of fun little conversations and side quests happening over here. Makes things even more intriguing. As you all keep coming in here. We're at our second individual immunity challenge. Final 10. Yeah.
If Ben Klein is there, I'm thinking of you all the time, and I love you. And if Maxime, my boyfriend, is there, I'm thinking of you all the time too, and I love you.
What's going on? How's the live stream looking? Very good. Hopefully we'll put on a good show. That was a bit of chaos. But you know what? We're going to see what happens next. Things can change quick. Things can change quick.
Thank you. I think we're just waiting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. And then we are going to be going. Lots of love to all of our players coming in from the live stream right now.
Can you say if there are any comments in the stream?
There
Yeah.
are lots
Anyone
of
have questions?
lots of comments. They do exist. They do exist.
Have everyone here. That's the win in itself. All right.
And lastly, we have COD.
Ready to get into your next immunity challenge? We'll have you hang out in the shade here. I don't need you to stand in the sun. First things first. Karen, I'll take
First
back
things
the immunity
first.
necklace.
Kieran is handing back the immunity necklace.
I got you.
Will it be a three-peat for individual immunity, or will we crown a new individual immunity
All
winner?
right. Immunity is back up for grabs. I will tell you, however, this challenge will be run in 2 heats. The first heat will be run in pairs. Second heat will be your duo, whichever duo makes it, competing against each other for the individual necklace. You will choose your pairs. How the challenge will work to start is you will be working on a pendulum with a ball on the end, attempting to knock off 10 blocks. Brandon is going to demonstrate for us from afar. The pendulum has a ball on it. There is a line on the ground, an arc that you have to stand behind. You'll drop it and aim to knock off each of the blocks. How this will work is you will work in your duo, and similar to when we were in district, it'll be first person knocks off a block, the next person now needs to take over the pendulum, knock off a block until you have all of them down, okay? Switching back and forth. Once you have all of them down, you will pick up your blocks, and you will use those 2 sticks, hands behind the tape, to pinch them together and navigate them over to your puzzle board, where you will drop off your blocks. Once you have dropped off all 10 blocks, you will use the numbers on the blocks to solve a number puzzle. The number puzzle is called a dodeku puzzle. There are sums on the outside of a square, and you are going to place the blocks inside to match that sum. We'll get a little closer to it so you can see it.
Okay.
The first tribe to complete that puzzle will move on to the first duo to complete that puzzle. We'll move on to the next phase where you will face off head to head in that puzzle. And the winner will win individual immunity. I will give you a few seconds to think about what pairs you are, and then when we get closer to the actual challenge, we'll explain some minor details, okay? So you guys can mingle right now quickly.
All right, so our players now have been left to their own devices to choose their own partners. So let's see how this matchup happens. Very quickly, Kieran and Jess have matched up. Aldrin and Cod matching up here. Looks like Nick and Leo have matched up. I didn't even think I saw them move. It's almost like it was silent. And Francesca and Rede. And I guess Phil and Patch.
I mean, we're not making it to that stage, so it's fine.
So looks like everybody has matched up. I don't know if there was a way of deciding how they did it.
And there'll be spots for them to fit into on the puzzle to add up to the sums that you need to. We can get a little bit closer to that once everyone is in their pairs. Is everyone in their pairs? No, you can transfer as many as you feel comfortable with that you can pinch, but if you drop your blocks, you got to bring them back. Similar to the wheelbarrow challenge. You can try to bring 4 or 5 across at a time, or no, they're in a line. Flat line across. As many as you feel you can bring. You can do multiple trips. You're going to bring them and place them on your puzzle. They need to land on the board, so you'll need to drop them down.
Francesca was about to do a quick costume change, but has decided not to.
I'll take my shirt for the last round.
Oh.
We missed.
All right. As part of the transferring of the blocks, you can put as many as you want at a time. You can do multiple. You can do 1 at a time. You can do 3 at a time. However, you need to get them across. When you get to your puzzle board, you're going to make sure that you drop them onto the board. If they fall off the board, it will not count. You'll have to bring those blocks back, okay? So you are gently placing them onto the board as part of the final.
So they can't throw or drop the blocks. They need to make sure they are placed
Yes, yeah. Once you get them all there,
gingerly. So that just means the team can't yeet the blocks. They need to make sure the blocks are on the board to count.
Yes, yep. Yeah, you're together the whole challenge until the second heat where you're against each other. They are a little further. We're going to drop
Nick
the
says
gloves
this
on each
looks
side to
like
make sure that
fun.
you're running to a different color. You're going to run to your colored, like the red one. You're going to run to that red one, the yellow to the yellow one. As close as possible, we are going to drop response. You'll see the puzzle quickly. Yep. We'll take a walk by it. If everyone's ready, we'll walk by the puzzle.
So we are going to head over to the puzzle. I'm going to show you viewers the puzzle as well, as Cam shows the players.
All right. This is what the puzzle looks like. It is called the Dodeku puzzle.
See if you guys can see it.
You
Yeah.
are, for instance, in this row, you need to place blocks that add up to the number 14. In this, or this is a column technically. In this row, you would need
So
to
he's
add
referring
up
to the
10.
second
You
row
already have a 1 on the board.
and the second
You can figure out the math
row
from there.
horizontally and vertically.
Very simple,
They
but
need
you
to
have limited
place, or the
options
third
in
one.
terms of the numbers
Sorry, I
to
can't see.
utilize.
They need to place the blocks that add up to
Sorry,
that number
blocks are
on
gonna
the
be empty.
end.
Just
So
you're
kind of
filling
like
in the
Sudoku
blank
with
spots.
simple
Blocks are gonna stay
math. So the blocks that they carry will have
You'll use
numbers
the
on
blocks
them,
with numbers
and
on
they will
them.
use the blocks with
Not all the
numbers
blocks
to
have numbers
place them like you're playing Sudoku, but you want your blocks in each row. If they have, say, look at that
Yep.
first row, 27,
Now
their
I'm gonna
blocks
slow down. You'll
need
just have the
to
blocks to work with.
add to 27.
All just addition.
But
Yep,
then
just adding up.
also you see that 14, the blocks
All
in
right,
that
head on
row
over to
need
the
to
pendulum
add up to
now.
14. So a little bit of a harder twist of Sudoku. If anyone took a screen grab of that, feel free to play along.
All right, just a quick clarification here. You'll see the tape here. Your hand has to be behind the tape, and all the blocks need to be in a row while you're
Hand
doing
needs to
that,
be
okay?
behind the tape when they do
All
their
right,
transfer.
we will quickly draw for
Our
spots.
players are going to draw for spots. Let's show you all
How to untangle this now.
this lovely swinging pendulum.
All right, we're gonna call
Everyone is
for
going to be channeling their inner Miley Cyrus as they come in like a wrecking ball to knock these blocks off the post with their partner. Looks like one person will be they'll operate at a time to knock off a block. Once they've knocked off all their blocks, they then will transfer them with those sticks to their puzzle to complete.
So you're gonna be on the white
Once a pair has finished, that pair is going to face off for immunity with this puzzle over here. If you have ever played CYS before, it might look familiar. So we have this puzzle here for the face-off between the pair that wins the first heat. So let's see how everyone's spots are currently as they start to draw.
you are running, the blocks should match your handles. So you're gonna run your blocks. You are not lined up directly where they are, if that makes sense.
So let's see. Everyone's trying to figure out where they go
You have to switch out after scoring
with
each
their
one.
blocks. So black goes to black handles.
No.
These
So
white goes to the white gray handles. These yellow go to the yellow. Red goes to the red handles. Green goes to the green handles.
Does anyone else have a chip?
A little bit of deliberation, a little bit of communication from our partners here.
I hope I have all. All right, a few things about the pendulum. Like I said, you are going to be going one at a time to score a block. If you just throw the pendulum, it will not count. It has to swing. So don't try to just throw it. You're swinging it like a pendulum. Another key thing is it is purposely not tied in to give you the ability to go up and down with it. However, if it falls out, that's on you. You will, a person will help assist put it back on for you, but that time lost is your fault. Okay. The next thing is to score a block, you need to actually hit the block with the circle. Just hitting the board and having the block knock off will not count. We'll have a spotter replace that one. Okay. You need to actually hit the block with the ball. Okay. Clear on everything? Any questions? Yes. Yep. It'll stay in that center eyelet. They've all been measured.
We can grab this one however we want. Like only from that over there.
Yep. Yeah. You can grab the rope, and then when you're releasing the rope, you obviously see the arc at your feet. You have to be behind that when you're throwing.
And then you could hit more than one block as long as it's in the same swing.
You're allowed to score more than one block as long as you hit them with the ball. So you can kind of go at an angle and hit more than one. In the same swing, yes.
So if there's strategy, if you can maybe swing and knock off two blocks with one, but on the back swing does not count.
Yours is just down on the other side. You're good.
Irrelevant. Should be irrelevant. You can hold this out of the way while you're. Right? It's irrelevant.
Some questions.
First tribute, you can grab your pendulum ball and get set up. Get behind your arc.
All right, we are getting set up. Looks like we've got our first swingers. Aldrin, Jess, Nick, Phil, and Renee.
All right. Everyone stand behind their arc. Individual immunity is on the line. Tributes ready. And go.
And we are off.
All right.
There's a little bit of a
figure out
little bit
the
of
pendulum here, figure out the angle.
Nick almost might have this
Phil
angle
going for
here,
the far one.
and Nick has gotten his first
Renee also
one.
going for one. We have Jess scoring and Nick scoring.
Renee has one.
Nick scored two on one throw.
Phil looks like got one, almost got two.
Looks like Renee might have scored.
Looks like there's a little bit of a
If you
learning
scored, you
curve.
can switch.
Patch is now out on the board.
All right, we have
Patch gets one.
Five.
Patch just scored.
Phil and Patch have scored.
Aldrin still
Phil back
trying to
on.
score. Jess giving some tips to Kieran.
Aldrin close.
Nick
Nick
has
scores another
scored.
one, switching out for Patch. Kieran close on that one.
Aldrin
scores.
finally has
Todd
scored.
out on the pendulum. Renee back out. Looks like Francesca scored.
Cod now back out for the first time, trying to get
Everyone trying to figure out the
that
perfect angle
momentum.
or the amount of slack to give the rope to get some of those hard ones on the corner potentially. Todd trying to figure it out now. Score there first. Nick
Let's
going
see
for
if
the
they
longest
can
one in the corner,
almost.
trying to
They
figure it
just
out.
hit that corner of that ball, and they get it.
Todd gets one now.
Patch now out.
Looks like 5 for the yellow group down, 2 for the red group down, 1 for green.
As there's less blocks to hit, it does make it harder.
And 2 for white. Everyone is still pretty close.
Lots
Between
of
2 and 5
great
blocks. It's a 6 block for Gray over here. Leo and Nick.
Lots of great
And Kieran knocks 2 down in
tips.
1 go.
Kieran has knocked down
Jess
two.
now
Patch
back
very
on.
close. And
There's
gets
another one. For
one.
the yellow group. Jess.
Jess
got
and
another
Kieran
one.
down to their
Two,
final
another 2 in the
5.
throw. They only have 5 left.
Oh,
2 there from Francesca. They only
Francesca
have
just
5
got
left.
2. Seems like
The
everyone's
red group is
slowly
falling a little
starting
behind.
to
Everyone
get
else only has 4 or 5 on their
the
board.
feel for this pendulum.
Red group now has 6 left. It's a pretty close challenge. Everyone's between 4 and 6 left to get.
Jess very excited as they looks like they've got a great. They're working on more on the backhand. They let it swing and then they drop it. Very good technique there. Everyone's been trying to hit it on their first.
Ray has been at this stage for a while.
Very
with
close
4
by
left.
Cod.
There is one from Leo.
So close to hitting one of those blocks in the corner. Let's
Patch
see if
now
they can
trying
get
to
it.
aim.
Ow, just
Getting very
missed.
close to one. Just trying to get the ones in the far corner.
They bounced off of them. Let's see if they can get it.
We have
Just
Francesca who
missed.
gets another one. Rede now lining up a shot. Bill lining up a shot at a pretty tough angle.
Hits the block. Let's see if they can get it.
Caught hits the block, but it didn't
Trying
knock it
it
over.
one more time.
Same with Jess hitting the block and it not knocking
Just
over.
misses. Patch is lining up.
All of a sudden, the
Their
white
last
team
ball.
is in second place.
They're trying to get their last ball so they can move
Coming
on to
back.
transporting.
We have
So
Patch
clo-
and
oh,
we have
very
Rede
close.
are both aiming for their last block. Big
Rede
comeback here
also
from
aiming for
Francesca
their
and
last
Rede.
block. Who will get their last block first? Nick and Leo working on 2 more, and they get it. Yellow group is now headed to there. And they are going to start moving across. Let's see how many do they take across. They have to keep their hand behind the tape. They're going for. Are they going to go for 4? They are. They're. They have to put their hand behind the tape, and they need to restart. But they're going to attempt to go for 4. Again, the hand is low, so you do lose control the more blocks that you do. They've got a little bit of an angle. Oh, realizing 4 is a little bit hard. Back on the course, we still are looking for Rade to hit their final ball. Nick working on their ball. Jess and Kieran looks like they have 2 with our red team with the most left. They've got a very good rhythm here. They're about to drop. They have to remember they have to gently place them down on their board. And if any fall down, they don't count. And they do. And they are back now to get their next set of blocks. This gives them a huge lead for a math puzzle. And then they're going to go with 3. And then they're going to do 3 for the last one. They just did less, so this should be quicker. They are currently working much faster. Now Nick and Leo are on the board. They're going to try to catch up. But there should be only one more pass for Phil and Patch. They have to reset Nick and Leo, hand behind the tape. White is now also on the board. This is the final group of blocks for Phil and Patch until they can work on their puzzle. Remember, the first group to complete the puzzle will then face off for individual immunity. They do not want to lose the lead they've built, especially for a puzzle. They're just going to go slow. They need to place it down. And now they are working on the puzzle. With looks like Nick and Leo have placed their first group. Phil and Patch have a very huge lead as they work on this puzzle. Still swinging, Jess and Kieran, who were in the lead for some time, and Aldrin and Cod looks like they're working on their last few blocks. Remember, they need the numbers on their blocks to add up to make a Sudoku puzzle of sorts. So they have to do quick math in this heat. Looks like potentially Nick and Leo will have one more pass. And they drop their puzzles before they make it to the board, so Rade and Francesca have to restart. Math in this heat can also be hard. Can they drop they have, and now are they going to try their last block? And then they are moving on to the puzzle. We have 2 teams working on the puzzle, doing fast math in this heat after already 4 days out in the elements. They are now flying. The less math that you have, the less blocks you have, the easier it might come. Francesca and Rade now are about to set their first group of blocks. Communication as they work. They went with 2. Can they set their last group of blocks down? They need to do it, and they do. Now Phil and Patch, Leo and Nick working on this puzzle. They have most of their blocks in there, and now they're just trying to shift them around, switching things out, different strategies. Leo seems to be doing a lot of the math right now in that puzzle. Anyone is in it. A puzzle, as always, as I've been saying, is an equalizer. Can they find the solution for this puzzle so they can move on to have a shot at individual immunity? Looks like we have 2 blocks left for Aldrin and Cod and 2 blocks left for Jess and Kieran.
Is this a zero?
For now, I gave her mine. I turned them. So
That's
she'll use that.
All right, let's see if you guys can hear me. My phone did overheat, unfortunately, so let me know. We have had to switch around the audio. So we are now back on with cam 1. Phil and Patch are still working on the puzzle. They have all the puzzle pieces.
They've got to move a couple more over before they can get on the puzzle and hopefully make a strong comeback. It looks like
All right, thank you all for letting me know you can hear me. Again, my phone overheated, so I've switched to another camera that was available, but I don't have the audio, so I'm going to do my best to continue to narrate. Nick and Leo currently still moving blocks around. Phil and Patch have been working on this puzzle for quite some time. The math in this heat, these numbers. Francesca and Reed Day
across. They would still need to make
currently
more trips.
still need to make a few more trips, but they have moved their pieces along slowly.
Phil and Patch. Nick and Leo.
As their boxes landed, and they can clear their blocks so they can continue to get their pieces. Looks like they've cleared out most of their puzzle pieces now, Phil and Patch. Nick and Leo look like they've removed all their puzzle pieces, so it's not as simple as it looks. It's not just a simple Sudoku. You need to get the math right. And it looks like Green have now moved on. So Jess and Kieran are now going to be transporting their blocks over. This is anyone's race at this point. At this point, the lead that they had could be slipping away, because all it takes is one person to... Oh, a good save, it looks like, from Rajay and Francesca.
Before they keep moving.
They are working on, they have one more pass if they can get these blocks. They are communicating. They are really just working on moving slowly and efficiently. Aldrin and Cod still working on getting their last few puzzle pieces. Let's see if they can get their puzzles, and then they will be moving on.
Together. Make sure they're angling
They're very close.
at the pieces.
Our players are slowly realizing that this puzzle is not as easy as it thinks. Two more for Francesca and Rede. Back on this puzzle.
Looks like Aldrin landed that block.
Are still working. Francesca and Kieran working on 2. This will be their first puzzle pieces. They're doing a nice little step together touch. Almost lost the blocks. Laughing and smiling the whole time. Great save.
Jess and Kieran.
Can they get the block to the board before they lose the blocks?
On the actual puzzle, though.
Can they get them on? And they do. Laughing the whole way. There's a few more blocks on Nick and Leo, so maybe they have figured something out. But Patch and Phil are still working. Francesca and Rede, this is their last puzzles, and then we'll have actually 3 of our groups. And it looks like Aldrin and Cod have finally brought off 2.
Back in this challenge.
So if you have not heard, everyone is back in this challenge. Everyone is back in this challenge. And now we have Francesca and Rede also working on this challenge.
Kieran and Jess tried for 3. Dropped that for a few steps. Caught it Aldrin with the
And they are
back and forth while they try to save it.
putting pieces down quickly. We have a check,
And we had a check.
and it is correct.
Phil and Patch are moving
Phil
on
and
to
Patch
face
will be
off
now
head to
facing
head
off
in
for
the next
individual
match.
immunity. Let's give you guys a look
They
at what
solved the puzzle.
it was.
Everyone got their
Once we got that, it was the only area
There is the answer key. If anyone did want to try along.
Congrats on the immunity. Good job, guys.
So Phil and Patch are going to be facing off. I see the perfect spot of shade for me to stand in, so my phone doesn't overheat.
Working head to head against each other on this puzzle.
And we are
Line
going
up on a
to
station exactly the same. You're going to
right
be
here.
facing me.
You want it red or automatic?
All right, I'm going to be focusing on Phil, and we'll have our other camera focusing on Patch. This is going to be a showdown.
I just nodded. It's a circle. Okay, never mind. Brandon nodded. It is a circle puzzle
Between these two players.
seconds before I will give you the immunity win. Okay. All right. Tributes ready. Oh.
So now the puzzle pieces here are broken into different shapes, and the goal is they need to have it form a circle, and there is a design.
Trying to figure
Now
out
let's see if they realize that
before even trying to stand
they
it up.
might need to potentially realize they have to flip their puzzle pieces. Now Phil is flipping the puzzle pieces over, realizing there are designs on these puzzle pieces.
Trying to figure out what might match together.
There are different techniques. Patch has stacked a bunch, but he's flipping everything over.
Oh, all of a sudden.
Phil has 3 pieces.
Together just before I look away.
4 pieces for Phil. Remember, they are creating a circular puzzle design. Patch said sure, and is now going to attempt to see can he get some pieces on the board.
Now comes the tricky part. The base is easy, but once you start trying to build up higher than that, you need to find very specific pieces. Even if something looks like it fits, it might not stand up. You're going to have to hold it for later until you can figure out something else.
Once we get a few more pieces on the other side, I'm going to show you what the picture is, but this way we can kind of get a good angle.
Standing on the side of the table.
But Phil's got quite a few pieces he's building up.
Phil has about 6 on the board.
Patch finally has 2.
Both of which courtesy of Phil.
So you don't want to knock your puzzle pieces over as you're building it. Since we've got a few more pieces on the board, let's turn around and show you potentially what he's trying to build.
A very unique shape he's trying to fill.
So you can kind of see what they're working with.
He'll find something that looks like it fits. He's onto
This is a wooden puzzle.
the pieces that are above the platform now, which is where the puzzle can start getting pretty rickety. And if you fall over, a lot of your progress is going to be lost. These pieces do not just easily fit together.
So now that you've seen the design, we're going to swing back around
Hard for you to put them together.
so we can continue to see as they build up.
Careful as you're laying them together.
Phil definitely has an advantage. It looks like he's also started to build on the table, which is going to be a huge help once he figures out the rest of those pieces and where they go. But as you did hear,
Ahead of Patch at this point.
it is wooden, and you don't want to knock over your progress because
Sounded like last round was quite a lot of chaos. That chaos would feel a lot more relaxing with this necklace around your neck.
you don't want to knock over your progress because then you'd have to reset and it opens the door for Patch. So Phil being very careful, but he's finding the pieces very quickly, and with the pieces on the board that he already has lined up, this may end up going a lot quicker.
Phil is inching closer.
Looks like he's now starting to work on the pieces he already put together.
And make sure the structure stays up after doing so.
Good job, Phil. Good job, Phil.
Wow.
Both of them working hard.
Phil very close.
With 3 or 4 pieces remaining.
Phil will be working towards winning his first individual immunity for this game.
He knocks it over.
The second one for merge. Phil looks like he is very close to
Do not lose hope.
finishing. He does not want to knock it over at this point.
Pieces away.
He's 1 piece falls off.
Intentionally.
He says intentionally. Phil's remaining very calm.
He's now putting a couple back and just 2 pieces
2
away.
pieces remain as he slides in.
Laying the second to last one in.
1 more piece for Phil.
Laying the last piece. 1, 2, 3.
And Phil has won individual immunity.
Good job.
Congratulations, Phil. You have won individual immunity. Now,
And
tribute
let's
to
show you the
Tribal
puzzle.
Tactical Stoon. I want to warn you. that the capital C's all, then we have a special strategize. We'll come back for double.
So there you have the puzzle completed. Phil is one. Let's see everyone hugging Phil for winning. Patch saying he is a puzzle master. Hugs all around.
Oh my god, so close. Honestly, the one for me was that swingy thing. Yeah, it's president.
All right, everyone. I'm going to give our phones a break before Tribal. That was a very hot one, and I don't want us to overheat. Shout out to our amazing live stream crew, Isaiah, for helping me stay in it here. I appreciate him. If you missed it, you might have heard Cam say that the capital sees all, and there's a twist at this Tribal Council. I'm going to tell you guys, it's going to be a doozy. So stay close. You are not wanting to miss this tribal council. And I'm sure Phil is going to be very happy that he won individual immunity for this go around. So, all right, I'm going to sign off. Thank you, everyone. And stick close to that viewers lounge to know when we're going live next. Thanks, everybody.